Vogue, pose. How are you supposed to be a model, dog? You can't even pose. Pose. That's right.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make bitches, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a peace.
So, I don't know, the lighting keeps messing up, so just bear with me. But today I'm coming to y'all with a video about self-confidence. Your girl's an expert at loving herself. And not really. But for some reason, people who follow me on social media just have an idea that I am so confident, which I work really, really hard at, but that's not to say I don't have bad days. So I definitely will say that I am a confident person, and I love that people can see that from me, and that I just exhort that. Like, that's amazing, because I wasn't that before. So it's a little bit weird, but you know, today I just kind of wanted to tell y'all my journey to self-confidence and 4 tips, things that I try to remember on days where it's, you know, where I'm not being the nicest to myself. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So if you were to look at my Instagram now, which I will pop it right here, I am the most confident person in the whole entire world. Rihanna has nothing on me. Just kidding, Rihanna, I love you. But yeah, I work really hard. Like I said, I just started my Instagram over in November or like maybe December, so I've been growing at it. I had to ditch my old one because it was just dry and non-supportive, and this new one has really just helped me in my self-confidence. I have a lot of girls supporting me on there. I have a lot of people looking up to me on there, which I love. And it's not all about Instagram, but for me, that's really my portal on how I express myself and just really get to network with other people, which I absolutely love. And so I'm really proud of where I'm at. First off, that's what I want to say. I'm really proud of myself considering where I came from. Looking back on myself, as a baby, I was always a big baby, a big toddler, a big kid, a big teenager, preteen, all that. I've always been super taller than everyone else, of course, until high school where the boys started like growing over me. But I've always been super tall than everyone else. I've always been bigger boned than everyone else. And to me, it was just like what really made me self-conscious. And like, I grew up, my mom's side is all short, and I grew up on that side of my family primarily, and I was like almost their height when they were grown as women. So I was always teased to be like the Amazonian and that my shoe size and all this stuff. And though they were joking, it kind of just cut a little bit deep, I guess. And I didn't know that until I started having to go into social settings and like more than just like being a kid. Like when I got to middle school, I remember wearing a jacket every single day in the scolding heat of Georgia, and you could not tell me to take that jacket off for nothing. Like, that really was my top. Like, I had a shirt underneath it, but that was my top for the day. I wore that jacket. Well, I had a couple different jackets that I wore, but I wore that every single day because I thought that it would hide my love handles. Silly me. And honestly, it probably told people that I was self-conscious more than I probably felt. And I remember also, like, if I were going to the mall, I played basketball from 4th grade to 9th grade, so it wasn't like I was just eating whatever, not active. Like, it's just my body type that was bigger and that I was like so self-conscious about. So I would like go to the mall on a Saturday and I would just automatically put on a baggy shirt and basketball shorts, like looking like as if I was going to practice, and I didn't have not a damn scheduled practice that day. I always dressed like that. And then when I moved back to, or not even when I moved back, when I was going into 9th grade, I don't know, I just kind of started like slimming up naturally and just kind of like being able to express myself a little bit more. So I started dressing and stuff like that was more flattering to my body and just kind of like whatever. Like that's really when, I don't know what clicked in me, but I was really just like, I'm a bad bitch, like you can't tell me nothing. So and I really took that on, and I really was able to just dress however I wanted to dress. I ditched all the basketball clothes. I saved all that for when I was going to practice. And then especially when I came to Virginia, back to Virginia, 10th, 11th, and my senior year of high school, I really just owned up to it. It was kind of like a fresh start for me to really create a new person, ditch that old self-conscious girl that they had all seen growing up in middle school and all that, and like no one really had an opinion of me. So it was really my chance to like really fresh and start. And plus Instagram was coming out and Facebook was really popping back then. So it was really just a time of like, oh, y'all posting pictures like this. Not that it was anything crazy, but it was just like, I know I'm cute, look at my outfit, all that stuff. And I really think that that honestly helped me in my confidence, because now I use Instagram today, like I said, as that portal to really just connect and like really show off who I am. And honestly, I be trying to tell myself like, you're amazing, you're great, you're beautiful. And that's not to put other people down or think that I'm beautiful, more beautiful than someone else, but like I know my potential, I know my greatness, and I'm really just like focused on like myself. Like I have tunnel vision on myself. Like if you have confidence, that's cool. Whatever you got going on with you, amazing. But like with me, like I'm so great, I'm so positive, I'm so powerful, I'm so ambitious, all this stuff. So I guess going into college, I was my smallest, and I really just took on this idea, again, like the same transition from Virginia to college was just like, okay, I'm going to college, I'm my smallest, I can wear anything I wanted. I was wearing little booty shorts just because I could. I was wearing my stomach out with low-rise jeans, like just because I could, like, and it felt amazing. That was really a time like, I'm not even doing this for attention, it's because I finally can feel, and I finally feel comfortable. And it's not to say that if you're bigger that you can't wear stuff like that, but just for me, like it was like, oh dang, like I actually have the confidence to do it now. So then I got signed my senior year, but I had gained like almost 50 pounds from freshman 15, getting into a serious relationship, and my confidence was like kind of like here and there, because at one point I was like, okay, I don't necessarily like the way that I look, but at the same time, I'm big enough to be a model, and I can't really lose weight or I won't be able to go to jobs necessarily. And so it's kind of like, I don't know, like it was a tug of war basically, but I still continued to eat whatever I wanted to eat. I was unhappy. I was like really like doing these fad diets, or I'll be like, I'm not gonna eat this meal, but I'll eat later, or I'll eat now and won't eat later, something like that. And I would like go to work out for like a week and then stop. It was just really bad, and I was scared that if I lost weight I would lose clients. It was just bad. So fast forward 2 years later, now that I've been here, I've been modeling for 2 years, and I ended that relationship, and I moved into my own place, and I was able to eat whatever I wanted to eat. I was able to dress however I wanted to dress. I was able to just kind of really focus on myself and focus on what it meant to be me, and just see like, okay, so as soon as I moved here, I lost weight like that. I shedded it. I shed it. I don't know. Anyways, it melted off. I ended up losing 20 pounds like that. On top of me having a new Instagram, on top of me gaining valuable friendships, I was just able to really focus on myself. It was my last semester of college. It was just a really good time to really focus on myself. And like nowadays, people tell me on my Instagram all the time, like, they can just see the confidence. They could see how happy I am. They could see that I'm really just truly trying to live my best, unproblematic, not nosy life, and I honestly love that so much. So yeah, that's really just a journey of like my own journey. But yeah, now I'm gonna get into the tips of things that I try to remember when I'm not being as nice to myself as I should. Okay, so tip number 1 is, and I got my notes. Tip number 1 is, when you look good, you feel good. I always try to put my best foot forward. When I know I put effort into the way I did my hair, my makeup, the way I dress, my outfit, if I'm planning properly, then I know that I will feel just as good as I look. And that plays a really big part in it, because like I said, when you feel good, you want to look good. When you want to look good, you want to feel good. Whatever, take that for how you want. But yeah, like the days where I'm feeling blah, you know, just kind of threw my hair up in a bun, wearing whatever, don't really plan on getting dressed, those are the days where I'm like, dang, I kind of look big. Or like, dang, my legs kind of look cellulite-ish, like again, none of these things are bad, I'm just saying for me. So yeah, tip number 2 for me is that I pinpoint the things that I'm most self-conscious about, and I become really comfortable with them. So for instance, my love handles, like I said before, those are really just my main thing, and I became really comfortable with them, and I've tried to hide them in other ways. So in taking away that jacket, I have high-waisted jeans, and I know how to accentuate my waist, which is on the smaller side in terms of the size of my love handles. And then also like the bags under my eyes, I get comments on those all the time, believe it or not, that I just look so tired. But honestly, I've had these since I was a baby, so there's not much that I can really do about it. But yeah, just like saying, okay, what techniques work for me if I want to conceal? So just kind of just being really comfortable with it, and just kind of just accepting it. Like, this is who I am. If you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. So third tip is, understand that everyone has their own things that they're self-conscious about. The person that you find absolutely beautiful might not even be that beautiful to someone else, and really beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everyone, whether you're really skinny, really big, really wide, really slim, whatever the case may be that you're really self-conscious about, then that is something that you need to understand, that you're not the only one that has things that that you're self-conscious about. Everyone has their own things of what they're self-conscious about, and so I think keeping in mind that you're not the only one really helps me too. And so for the last tip that I have is, be mindful how you talk to yourself. This is a really important one, and I want everyone to literally think about what I just said. Be mindful of how you talk to yourself. If you tell yourself that you're ugly, you're gonna be ugly. If you tell yourself that you're fat or that you're too skinny, you're gonna be that. Sometimes I have to catch myself on like, dang, did I really just say that about myself? Like, it's not even that serious. Because other times, what happens to those, to that thing that you're feeling so self-conscious about when you're feeling yourself? Like, they don't just go away. You just have that confidence. You put it in yourself, like, dang, I look good right now, and you believe it. Dang, I look slim right now. Oh, I look like I've been working out. You can see the results, whatever the case may be. My teeth look white, I don't know. You really just got to manifest how you want to see yourself. That's not gonna make it go away, but you will feel better about yourself, because in reality, what's wrong with a little bit of love handles? What's wrong with a little bit of bags under your eyes? What's wrong with, I don't know, thin hair? I don't know, just like, what's wrong with that? Nothing. It's just your own personal thing that you decided that you wanted to be self-conscious about. Because some people tell me that my hips and my love handles look good, and I'm like, are we looking at the same exact thing? We can't be looking at the same thing. But they do see that. Like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So anyways, that wraps up the 4 tips on on how I choose to really hone in on my confidence and also my journey. If you have any questions, just let me know, send me a message, whatever, and make sure you follow me on IG so you can watch all this confidence. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.